Assalamualaikum student. Well, my name is Muhammad Ali, lecturer mathematics, Army Degree College, Malid, Kent. Student, today we discuss the exercise 2.5, only question number 1. It is all somewhat or more or less same as exercise 2.1 and 2.2. In a course exercise 2.1 and question number exercise 2.2, we will discuss the algebraic cases, and we apply the definition of derivative and or first principle method. And in question number 2, in exercise 2.5, we have to solve the trigonometric function and apply the definition of derivative. Before starting exercise, you have to memorize these formulas. These formulas are more useful to solve the question of exercise 2.5 of part 1. Now student, question number 1 is, in question number 1, difference the following trigonometric function from the first principle. Now student, you have to solve all these parts with the by first principle method, or simply you can solve by, and you can simply apply the same rule or same method that we use in exercise 2.1 and 2.2. So start with the solution of part 1. Let's suppose y equals to sine 2x. So what is the first step? Replace y by y delta y and x by x delta x. Similarly, we find the value of delta y, so y shift toward the other side, and next step we put the value of y, or y equals to sine 2x. So student, dividing both sides by delta x, so here delta y upon delta x, and here in division delta x. So student, here we apply the sum and difference formula. Then student, sine alpha minus sine beta equals to 2 cos alpha plus beta upon 2 into sine alpha minus beta upon 2. So student, here alpha equals to 2x plus delta x, so that's why we write 2x plus 2 delta x, and beta equals to 2x, so alpha plus beta upon 2. Similarly, in next step, alpha minus beta, so alpha is 2x plus delta x and beta is minus, and minus a formula, and value of beta is 2x. So after simplification, 2x into 2x, 4x. It is a typing mistake, it is basically 4x. And here 2x and plus 2x and minus 2x cancel out, then only delta x left, and in denominator only delta x left. Now taking limit delta x equals to 0 on both sides. Here we take the limit delta x equals to 0 on left hand side and as well as in right hand side. So student, after applying the limit, then delta y converted into dy upon dx. So student, here we take 2 as a common and apply limit on these function. So student, after limit apply on these two terms separately. First limit apply, limit delta x equals to 0 into cos 2x plus delta x, and similarly in limit delta x equals to 0 into sine delta x upon delta x. So student, as we know that the limit theta approaches to 0, sine x upon x equals to 1, it is also the same thing. In angle we have a delta x, in denominator we have a delta x. So angle and denominator are same, so we apply this identity. This whole term is equals to 1. Similarly, this whole term is equals to 1. And if we apply the limit delta x equals to 0 at here, then it becomes 0, and then only 2x left. Then 2x into cos 2x plus 0, then 2x plus 0 is 2x. So the derivative of this function is 2 cos 2x. Now student, question number 2, y equals to tan 3x. So in first step we replace y by delta y plus delta y, and x plus x by x plus delta x. So similarly, then shifted y on the other side, then the value of y is tan 3x. So we simply break tan into ratio of sine upon cos, because tan equals to sine upon cos. So here we break tan into sine upon cos form, and here we already also break tan into sine upon cos form. So student, then we take LCM. So cos 3x, after taking LCM or simplification, we will get this step. So student, it is the formula of sine alpha minus beta. What is the formula of sine alpha minus beta? Sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. So here is the formula is open, so we can close this formula into sine into alpha minus beta form. So alpha is 3x plus 3 delta x. So here we write 3x plus 3 delta x, and minus a formula, and what is beta? Beta is equals to 3x. And similarly, in division form, their denominator remain same. So plus 3x and minus 3x cancel out. There only 3 delta x remain in the bracket, which is in the angle of sine. And similarly, denominator remain same. So student, now taking dividing by delta x on both sides. So here we divided by delta x and here also we divided by delta x. Now in the next step, taking limit delta x approaches to 0. So if we taking limit delta x approaches 0 on both sides, then it become into delta y dy upon dx. And student, here we now break the fraction, ठीक है, into two parts. Sin 3 delta x divided by delta x into 1 upon cos 3x into 3 delta x into cos 3x. Students, so we multiply and divided by 3 because we have to make this term in the form of identity. So if we multiply and divide by 3, so this 3 shifted toward the here, then it becomes 3 delta x, and the 3 which is in the numerator you can take is at a common. So sin 3 delta x divided by 3 delta x, and this term remain same. So student, now apply limit, this whole term become the identity sin x upon x. It is also same like a sin x upon x, so it is equals to 1. So that's why we write it here 1, and we applied the limit delta x equals to 0. So here we put delta x equals to 0, then 3 into 0 0, then here only we left cos 3x and cos 3x, and in numerator only 3 left. So 3 ones are 3, and cos 3x into cos 3x mean cos square 3x. And student, you know that 1 upon cos theta equals to secant square theta. Sorry, 1 upon cos x equals to secant x, and here we have a square, so 1 upon cos square x equals to secant square 3x. So this is the derivative of tan 3x. Now student, question number 3, y equals to sin 2x plus cos x. In first step, replace y by y plus delta y, and x by x plus delta x, and here also x by x plus delta x. Then next step we shifted y on the other side, then it y in negative form. And what is the value of y? Sin 2x plus cos 2x. So if we multiply minus by value of y, then we will get minus sin 2x and minus cos 2x. In next step, after we will arranging this term sin 2x plus 2 delta x and minus sin 2x plus cos 2x plus 2 delta x minus cos 2x. And in next step we apply the sum to product formulas. So formula of sin alpha minus sin beta equals to 2 cos alpha plus beta upon 2 into sin alpha minus beta upon 2. So and in here we put the formula of cos alpha minus cos beta. What is the formula of cos alpha minus cos beta? Minus 2 sin alpha plus beta upon 2 or sin alpha minus beta upon 2. So here we put minus 2 sin alpha plus beta. So here is a typing mistake, so it is not minus, it is plus. So alpha plus beta upon 2 and alpha minus beta upon 2. So student, after simplification we will get 2 cos 2x plus delta x into sin delta x, and minus 2 sin 2x plus delta x into sin delta x. Now student, we dividing by delta x on both sides, so delta y upon delta x, and now in denominator we divide delta x. Now in next step, taking delta x, limit delta x approaches to 0. So limit delta x approaches to 0 on left hand side and right hand side as well. So student, in next step it will become in the dy upon dx, and here we apply delta x approaches to 0 limit on every term separately. So we apply limit delta x approaches to 0 in first term also, in second term also, and in this part also, and in this part also. So student, delta x divided by this whole term and delta x divided by this whole term also. So student, we 2 cos 2x plus delta x remain same with limit delta x equals to 0, but we divide delta x by sin delta x. So limit delta x approaches to 0 sin delta x upon x. We know that is the identity and it is equals to 1, and delta x approaches what is the value of delta x? Equals to 0. So here we put the value of delta x. In further limit delta x approaches 0 sin 2x plus delta x, and here we also divided by delta x, then this whole term become 1 because it is the identity. Limit theta approaches 0 sin theta upon theta equals to 1. So 2x remains same and delta x equals to 0, and this whole term is equals to 1. So 2 cos 2x minus 2 sin 2x, this is the derivative of sin 2x plus cos 2x. Now student, in next part we have y equals to cos x square. So simply we will follow the same step. We replace y by y delta y and x by x delta x, but x square. So here we put square on whole term. So in next step we shifted y on the other side, then it become negative. Then apply the formula of cos alpha minus cos beta. Then the formula of cos alpha minus cos beta is 2 sine alpha plus beta upon 2 and alpha minus beta upon 2, and the value of alpha is x plus delta x and the value of beta is x square. Similarly put here value of alpha x plus delta x and the value of beta x square. So then now open the formula of a plus b whole square, and here we also open the formula of a plus b whole square, and so after simplification we get this, and if we divide this whole term by 2 then we will get this. And student, if we divide 2x plus delta x divided by 2, then x delta x left and x dx write here and delta x take as a common. And student, here if we divide delta x square divided by 2, then it is delta x upon 2 here, and we take delta x as a common. So student, in next step we divide by delta x on both sides. So here we divide by delta x and here also we divide by delta x, and delta x cancel out. So student, in next step multiply and dividing by x plus delta x on both sides, because we want to make this term in the identity form. So that's why we multiply and divide by x plus delta x upon 2 on multiplying and dividing. So this term 2 sine delta x, this term may remain same and this term also remains same, and multiply and divide by this term. So in next step minus 2 sine delta x, this and this delta x cancel out. So in next step 2 of sine and x square x delta x and delta x square upon 2 remain same, and we multiply and divide by this term with this term. So student, x plus delta x upon 2 we need in denominator, so we write it here, and the term which is in numerator which is remain as it is. Now student, next step we take the limit delta x approaches to 0. If we taking delta x limit delta x approaches to 0 on both sides, so we apply the limit on left hand side and right hand side as well. So after applying limit minus 2 limit delta x approaches to 0, x square plus delta x into delta x square upon 2 into delta limit delta x approaches to 0 sin x plus delta x upon 2 into x plus delta x upon 2 delta x into delta x cancel out, and this term is become an identity sin x upon x. So in previous question we have discussed this identity, sin x upon x equals to 1. So here x is equals to x plus delta x upon 2, and in denominator we also have x plus delta x upon 2. This whole term is equals to 1, and here we apply the limit, and if we apply the limit delta x approaches to 0, then this whole term become 0, and after simplification we will get minus 2x sin x square. Student, question number part 5, we have y equals to del square x. So student, similarly we replace y by y plus delta y and x by x plus delta x. So in next step we shifted y on the other side, then it become negative and put the value of y. So student, here is the here we open the formula of a square minus b square. So what the formula of a square minus b square means? A plus b and a minus b. So student, we do not break into trigonometry identity term. A plus b remains same, and we split a minus b mean into tan x plus delta x minus tan x. We break tan into sin upon cos form here, and here we also break tan x into sin upon cos form. So after simplification or taking LCM of this bracket, we get this term, and here we have the formula of sin alpha minus beta, sin alpha or beta minus cos alpha sin beta. So we close the formula into sin alpha minus beta. Here alpha equals to x plus delta x and beta equals to x, and denominator remain same. So student, plus x and minus x cancel out, so sin delta x and denominator remain same, and this term in multiplication will also remain same. Now student, in next step we divide by delta x on both sides. So divided by delta x here on left hand side and as well as right hand side. So taking limit delta x approaches to 0 on both sides. So if we apply taking limit delta x approaches to 0 on delta y upon delta x, and here delta x limit delta x approaches to 0 1 upon delta x into tan x plus delta x plus tan x, and sin delta x divided by cos x plus delta x into cos x. Now next step we apply the limit. If we apply the limit on this side, then this is shifted to this shifted toward in dy upon dx form, and if we apply the limit delta x equals to 0 from this side. So delta x, this delta x, and the denominator sign delta x, we write it at here, and this term tan x plus delta x plus tan x we write it here, and the term which is in denominator we write in the denominator of this term. So cos x plus delta x into cos x. So student, now here we apply the limit delta x equals to 0, sin x upon x equals to 1. So here we have a sin delta x upon delta x, so it is also equals to 1. So here we write 1, and if we put delta x plus delta x equals to 0 in here, then tan x plus 0 plus tan x, and in denominator cos x plus delta x, so we put 0 in the replacement of delta x. So after simplification we get tan x plus tan x divided by cos x into cos x. Then tan x plus tan x means 2 tan x and cos square x. Now student, further we simplify 2 tan x and 1 upon cos x equals to secant square x. So here we write 2 tan x into secant square x. Similarly student, next part past x, y equals to square root of tan x. So replace y by y plus delta y and x by x plus delta x. And now in next page we shifted y toward on the other side, then it is in negative form, and we put the value of y equals to square root tan x. Now student, taking the conjugate, then square root tan x plus delta x plus square root tan x and divided by square root tan x plus delta x plus tan x. Now student, in numerator here is here we close the formula of a square minus b square. So here we have a minus b and a plus b. So the formula of a square, so squares and root cancel out, so only left tan x plus delta x. In next term minus our formula, and in next term b square, so b equals to square root tan x. When the square of b is square, so root cancel out, then remaining tan x left, and denominator remain same. So students, similarly you can split numerator and denominator. So we common 1 upon square root tan x plus delta x plus tan x, and we break tan into sin upon cos from here, and tan into sin upon cos 1. So similarly further you can solve, do it yourself, and if you face any query then you can ask me on my WhatsApp group or private number. Now student, in the last part, question number 7, y equals to cos of square root x. So first step is we replace y by y plus delta y, and replace x by x plus delta x. In next step we shifted y toward the other side, then it is negative form, and value of y is cos square root x. Similarly student, what is the formula of cos alpha minus cos beta? The formula is minus 2 sin alpha plus beta upon 2 into sin alpha minus beta upon 2, and alpha is equal to square root x plus delta x, and beta is equal to square root x, and here also alpha is equals to square root x plus delta x, and beta equals to minus square root of x. And then student, in next step dividing by delta x on both sides. If we divide delta x, then this term become delta y upon delta x, and this term become the whole term divided by delta x. In next step we taking limit as a delta x approaches to 0. So we taking limit delta x approaches to 0 on both sides, on left hand side and right hand side as well. So student, as square root x plus delta x plus delta x, square root x plus delta x minus square root x, putting in above. So if I apply limit, then it will become dy upon dx, and here sine of square root x plus delta x plus square root x upon 2, and sine square root x plus delta x minus square root x upon 2 here remains same, but in denominator we put the value of delta x, and we simplify, and we justify the reason delta x equals to this, because if we simplify this term or multiply this term, it is only equals to delta x. So here we put the value of the delta x. After putting the value, we split the fraction into two parts, then sin x plus delta x plus square root x upon 2, and square root x plus delta x plus square root x into limit delta x approaches to 0, sin square root of x plus delta x minus square root of x divided by 2, and say denominator del square root x plus delta x minus square root x, and this 2 shifted toward in denominator. So this term will become an identity form. So if the whole term is equals to 1, it is like sin x upon x. So here in this angle we have a square root x plus delta x and minus square root x upon 2, and denominator we also have the same term. So this whole term become an identity, and whole term become equals to 1. And here we apply limit delta x equals to 0, then delta x equals to 0 means square root x plus 0 and square root x divided by 2, and denominator as well delta x equals to 0, So square root x plus 0 into square root x. So after simplification, 2 square root x and 2 into cancel out, then only square root x left in numerator, and denominator square root x plus square root x means 2 square root of x. So it means the derivative of y equals to cos square root x equals to sine square root of x divided by 2 of square root x. Well, if you have any query regarding this presentation, then you can ask me on my WhatsApp number or private number. Thank you for your attention.